morning, Lei. So as you asked, I just wanted to make a little video for you to give you maybe a few exercises you can do to help you with those movements that you were wondering about. So I'll just do it now, okay? So let's go. So first of all, we want to try to do some exercise like cat-cow just to build up like the shoulder flexibility and the core strength. So you do a few of these here. So inhale, really push the belly and the chest down. Exhale. Try to imagine trying to push the belly button through lower back and the chest up through your heart up through your shoulder blades. Really extend your neck out of the shoulders and push your chest forward away from your seat. And next, you can start from here, and then from here, round your back, come forward into baby plank, and all the way back. Okay, so round your back, same type of movements, into plank, shoulders over the fingertips. Exhale, push against the floor with your hands. So you're trying to push the floor away and all the way back behind heels. Inhale, round your back, so come up, tuck your chin. Extend straight back, hips level with in the same line as the top of the head, all the way to the knees and all the way back. Okay, and all the way back. Push against the floor again. Okay, and then from here you can maybe bend your toes under. Same type of thing. Bring your knees out a little bit, push into your toes, and round your back. Come forward to plank. And send your weight all the way back. So no, don't come all the way down, just bring your seat on your heels. Inhale, round your back, come up, shoulders over the fingertips. Exhale, all the way back. Inhale, round your back. Then flatten, push out through the heels, shoulders over the fingertips. Exhale, all the way back. Inhale, round your backs to come forward. And then press back through the heels. Once you're making your way into plank, hold that for a moment. Exhale. Come all the way back. A few more times, round your back, come forward. Lift up off your heels. And then push out to the heels, push back from the heels all the way to the ground. Straight line. All the way back. Your knees out, boots out of your body. And then come forward again. Nice and flat and strong. Keep this nice stack to your shoulders and your wrists, okay? And then all the way back. And then just rest for child's pose for a moment. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so from here, little tiger poses, movements. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, pull the knee right in towards your nose. Inhale again, extend up, press the foot way up and back. Exhale, right in. It's the nose. Tuck your chin in, inhale, up. Exhale, in. Round your back. So just an extension of cat pose. Inhale, cat-cow, and then in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then the other leg. Left leg up. Arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale. Exhale, pull in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, in. Round your back, tuck your nose in towards your knee and vice versa. Up. And forehead to the knee if you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Again, child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just another one. So you want to loosen up your hips. You want to just create nice, hip mobility. So you raise the right leg up and then swing it up to the right. And just throw the leg and head back. Inhale. And kick the foot far forward as possible. Try to get the toes in front of the shoulder. Again, according to your condition. So you might need to do it slower depending on how loose your hips are. Okay, and then the other leg, left leg up, and then swing it out to the left. So a lot of those, that movements that you're doing, you're just trying to create some hip mobility. And then release. Back into child's pose, breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so now for the first movement of just, like I think you want to raise the leg up and bring it through between your hands. So you just start by raising the right leg up and back. And then, so do the same kind of thing. So lift the right leg up, lift your heels and try to kick your foot forward between your hands. It doesn't have to come through right with, your foot may come onto your belly. Just swing your leg, lift your heels, your left heel, and see if that works. Okay, so you might have to do a little bit slower. That's okay, but you're just building up from the exercise I showed you. And then the other leg, left leg up, inhale, lift the left leg. As you bring through, lift the heel, and bring the heel down if you can, lift the left leg, and then push the right heel up. Inhale, up, exhale, and then lift leg, and then bring the leg through, and up, and through. If it's too much to bring your right heel down, just keep it lifted the whole time. Okay, so it just gives you a little bit more height to get your foot through. You have to really engage your core to get your hip up high. Move your hands a little bit closer if you need to. So if you bring your hands closer, you might not be able to get your foot as far forward. That's okay. Just experiment with your hand position. Okay, once you get more proficient, then when you raise your left leg up, your right heel can stay down, and then you can kick through, and then just use momentum of pushing into your toes and lifting heel to get your left foot, your swinging leg forward. Okay, and then come down. Child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. So build up to these. Okay, so you don't have to do these right away. If you can't do the exercise right now, just wait a bit. Just work on the other few exercises that precede this one, and just work according to your condition. So okay, so now to bring the right leg up, so to bring your leg through between your hands. Let's start with the right leg, so you raise the right leg up. So again, lift your heels, you need to bend your knee. Let's do this one here, okay? So raise your leg, lift your heel, and pull your knee right forward, shoulders with your fingertips. So it's really a combination of some of the exercises we've done before. Raise the right leg up, lift the heel, come forward, tuck your tail, round your back, and bring your knee. Try to get your knee about the same line as your wrists. So come a little bit further forward each time. Your knee might not make it all the way to your wrists the first few times, it's okay. Okay, so just work again, trying to get your shoulders as far forward as possible, maybe a little bit over your fingertips. Inhale, you have to really push into your hands, really push into your heels, your palms, shoulders, engage your core again, and come forward. One more time, raise your leg, lift your heels and bring your knee all the way forward as much as you can. Shoulders over the fingertips, you come around to your toes and back. And then the other leg, of course you can break in between if you need to. Left leg comes up, exhale, lift your heel, come forward, your knee to your shoulder, your knee come close to between your wrists, and up again, come forward again. Shoulders as far forward as possible. Come on to maybe just your tiptoes. And to press with your foot. Inhale. As you come forward, you have to push firmly into the roots of your toes. Bend your toes and push into the ground. And shoulders over the fingertips. So a lot of different things going on. Your core is working, your feet are working, your left foot, your right foot is working. Come forward again. Shoulders right over your, as far forward as possible. A little bit beyond your wrists. And again. Again, do according to your condition. If your wrists are not, or a little bit, not quite strong enough to do this, then work on your wrists. Okay, so bring a leg up and back down. Child's pose. Okay, so work the wrists a little bit. To work this, you can really push your hands together and send your wrists down. Really push the heels of your palms and try to get them down as low as possible. Line with the elbows. Push all areas of the hands together. The inside, the palms, the finger pads, all along the fingers. Spread your fingers. Really push one into the other really hard. Okay, this is just strengthen your wrists. And then do it the other way. So bring the backs of the hands together. The wrists touching if you can, the fingernails touching. And then from here, try to bend your elbows down and lift your wrists a little bit so you feel stretch on the insides of the wrists. Try not to detach the tops of your wrists as much as you can. And the last one I can offer you is you take your hands, so from kneeling, my wrists would come beside my knees, just like where the bend in the knees is, and then lift, bring your seat back. Now bend your elbows back, and here, your palms are pressing down, and you round your upper back, and you just try to roll the upper arm bones outwards, so the eyes of the elbows are trying to face one another. Okay, so you just do, your wrist can be angled a little bit, like a V. So my wrists, line my wrists, if you continue line from the wrist all the way down to form a point, they'll form a point eventually. Okay, so your wrist can be slightly angled here, and you just turn the eyes, the elbows towards one another. You keep rolling the upper arm bones inwards. And then you release, shake out the wrists. And you do it the other way. So you bring your hands, the palms are facing up this time. And this time, your wrists are in line with the backs and knees. And this time you roll the arm bones from the inside out. So the eyes and elbows are they're going to be facing forward, but you're trying to orient them outwards so they're facing outwards. Okay, you bend your elbows a little bit. And you keep pushing the base of the wrist down. Okay, and release. So I'm just working all the different areas of the body. Okay, so now for swing the leg forward. Let's start with the right leg up. So incorporating what we did, you lift your left heel, you bring your shoulders forward as much as possible. So you can land your foot closer to the hand. Okay, so you bring your leg up. You really push forward. You push off the roots of your toes of the left foot. Come forward, your knee as far as possible, and then place your foot down. It might not make it all the way to your wrist. It's okay. If you may land here, eventually it will open up. Your hip will open up and your leg will come through. So you round your back, shoulders forward, and you want to try to push your foot down. So if you need to, if the foot doesn't land all the way, you just move your right hand to the foot, just slip it behind your heel and bring your foot down. Okay, so you do it in slow motion. Raise the right leg up, round your back to build strength as well, and grace. So you move your shoulders all the way forward over your fingertips. Your foot again doesn't land a little bit behind. You place your hands and you step your foot forward until eventually you can bring your foot forward. Okay, between your hands. So one more time, raise a leg, come forward, round your back, really tuck your chin in and your knee in, and then place your foot down. So the more your shoulders come forward, the more softly the foot will come down. If you don't bring your shoulders forward, your foot lands somewhere here or somewhere along the way, and it lands heavily. So you want to come down more softly, not even making a sound. Okay, so let's try the other leg just for change. Left leg up, and then round your back. Lift your right heel, come forward, shoulders as far forward as possible, so I had to have strong wrists. And place your foot down. Okay, and then come all the way up and back. Come forward. As you come forward, bend your knee, flex your foot a little bit. And this might give you if you can, you might be able to push your thigh into your chest and bring your foot down. So if your toes are pointed, it might tend to fall. Okay, this drop. So if you flex your foot, you'll engage your muscles a little bit more than you need to keep it up, and eventually place it between your hands and down. Okay, so raise the left leg up, round your back, push off, push your right heel up as you come forward. As you come forward more, flex your foot, and see if you can bring your foot down. Again, use your left hand to bring your foot forward for the times that you're not, for the time being, if your foot can't come all the way forward to your hands. One more time. Raise the leg up, round your back, so breathe. Exhale. Exhale, round your back, flex your foot as you get closer, and then place your foot down. Okay, so one last time. Raise the leg up. As you come forward, lift your supporting foot, your right foot. Drive your knee forward, bend your toes back, and place your foot down. Okay? And then from here, you just press the other foot forward. All right, so now from the other one. So when you're trying to jump between your hands, you start here, and then we did an exercise of this before, but it was kind of more on your knees. So bring your seat back on your heels, and then come forward. Shoulders or your fingertips. Okay, and then do this a few times around your back. Lift up off push into your toes to press yourself up and propel yourself forward. So you come back, and then come forward, and back. Okay, and then move your feet closer, and start again. And you get more height, your shoulders come over your wrists, your fingers, tips, come forward. So you can do this. Okay. And from here, maybe jump up. So press into your hands, push hard, and see if you can. Okay, so press into your hands really hard, the base of the fingers. So here. Okay, just right the base of the fingers and the finger pads. Spread your fingers, make sure you don't close your fingers. Spread your fingers, your knuckles are flat on the ground. And then again, so start from the seat, your seat on heels, push into your hands, straight arms, and see if you can press up. Like this. Okay? And maybe you can try to jump forward just a little bit. So just a little bit of time. Again, doesn't matter if you can't land your feet to the hands. Just start low, press into your hands, keep your arms straight. So the other thing I want you to think about is to so imagine turn your wrists like turn your doorknob. Okay, so turn your arms inwards, and then the other way to lock the arms in. So like you're trying to hold a newspaper underneath your arm. So you're winging out first, and then you're closing in. And when you close in, you have a nice strong stance. Okay, so your arms are sort of hugging into your body. Okay, so outwards, and then as you pull down, your shoulder blades will come down your back. Your arms will settle firmly against your body. This will give you the strength. Okay, so you want to keep your arms straight. If you're bending your arms out to the side, you'll lose strength. You lose stability. Okay, so you start with your heels, your palms on the ground, your fingers facing in, and then you spin your hand, you kind of slide on your heels, your palms, until your fingers are just slightly, very slightly winging outwards. Your middle finger is straight ahead, pointing to the top of the mat. Okay, arm bones in. Again, see if you can jump forward a little bit. Bend your knees, push into your fingers, and then just a little bit at a time. So here, just try to lift up. Okay. As you push into your hands, you push into your hands. Eventually your feet will come closer. Okay, so you have to just try to keep on lift up through the seats. Eventually land your feet. So it just takes practice. Okay, so just don't worry where you land at first. Just get that motion and pressing down. Push off the base of the toes, push into the ground. What the other thing I find useful to hold your breath as you're making the jump. So you get ready here, inhale. Hold your breath, push into the hands, and then jump. Okay, lift. So again, inhale, heart part way, push into your hands, hold your breath, and then as your breath engages your muscles, your core muscles. Okay, so just eventually you can land your feet softly. So just have to just visualize yourself in your mind doing the pose. Even if you can't do it yet, just keep visualizing yourself doing it. Imagine, even if you can't see yourself doing it, it's too far of a stretch, just imagine your teacher doing it. Okay, so imagine someone doing it, and the motion, when you set it in your mind, perhaps the body will just connect with that psychically, and and it will like help you to get into the movement. So if you see it firmly in your mind, your body will try to realize at the same time. So I hope that helps, and let me know how it goes. And if that doesn't work at all, we'll try again. So much love to you. Thank you so much again for your interest. See you soon.